Yo, what's up guys, it's Lost Griff, back with another commentary video. Today's video I kind of want to tackle a discussion I've been meaning to talk about for a long time. It's pretty interesting because I did my subathon and now I kind of have a lot more experience and can talk about PvP a lot more confidently. Just because of all the PvP I did within that short amount of time. I learned a lot more about the current state of how PvP is right now, how schools feel, how it feels to play certain strategies right now. And I kind of wanted to go over a lot of that with you guys because I did play a lot of balanced PvP on stream ever since I made my balance. I've had a lot of interesting matches. I've learned a lot as a player. And honestly, I just want to talk to you guys about that right now. So, as you guys know, this meta, the kind of top 3, aka the tier list, has been Balance, Ice, Myth, and Storm. Balance being at the top and Ice being slightly under it. And I'm honestly here to kind of confirm that. I played about, give or take, 8 to 9 hours of Balance PvP on my subathon, and the school is way too broken, dude. Honest to God, dude, Hydra Spellman, all of their spells, all of their options are incredibly good, and I feel like in some facet, Balance will either need a nerf or other schools will need a buff, because not only are their stats untouchable right now in comparison to other schools. Well, this is not my best stats because I don't have D-Lance and stuff, and my pet kind of sucks, but, basically, you know what I mean. I feel like Balance right now is way too strong. I was feeling like I was putting almost no effort into each of my matches and still winning almost every single time. Bear in mind, I don't use the best deck. I don't use Brace. I don't, play passively. I play really aggressively, which is not really how Balance is best played. And I was still getting insane win rates. Like in this new event, I went 10-3, right? I lost to 2 Balances. One of them Maycast spammed. It was my friend Death Rider, who's number 1 on leaderboards. And he barely beat me. And then there's another one that was now the first Balance on leaderboards. And then I lost to a really good life player. That was literally the 2 players I lost to. Was 2 Balances that automatically took number 1 and number 2. And I also lost to a really good life player. That's literally it. That's literally it. Like, when I tell you I have yet to lose to a single offensive school, I actually genuinely mean it. Like, I can't lose to Mandar. I can't lose to Storm. I can't lose to Fire. Like, I genuinely have struggled to even lose to any school but Balance, Life, or Ice on this school as of right now. So I just wanted to kind of, tell you guys that I'm not messing around. Like, I genuinely feel like Balance is just a little bit too strong. I feel like they need some nerfs. I feel like they need to get looked at because I'm totally cool with Scales. I'm cool with their Balance where they are right now. And I feel like they give some good utility and give Balance the option to run any mastery they want to, whichever one is most fitting. But even whenever this new season comes out and Judge is removed and everything's nerfed, I still feel like Balance will be way too strong. Don't get me wrong, Judge was a big part of their kit, and it's going to suck to lose it. And it's also going to make the mirror matchup a lot more boring. But I will tell you guys right now that Balance will still be incredibly good after this new update. They have a lot of options. They have a lot of cards that a lot of people don't pack. Like, for example, a lot of people need to start trying Spirit Trap Spectral Blast and Elemental Trap Spectral Blast because it's super strong. It has a bunch of damage output and honestly could be spammable as fuck and could be a really good strategy. Hydra's really strong. It's a direct counter to Tower Shield. Mock still does a lot, and you can send them through weaknesses and still do like a great amount for a Shad. You have, Mana Burn, one of the best utility spells in the game. You can literally do 1,000 damage with it for 2 pips of value, basically. For 2 pips, you're spending 2 pips to do 1,000 damage. Same deal with Supernova. You can do 700 to 1,000 damage just because someone auras. And even in TCs, you can't fizzle them. Paw is still a great option in the mirror matchup. You have you don't have to carry any single dispels when you have Spirit and Elemental Diffuse. Steel Ward is perfect for your pips since you're already on new pips most of the time. Do your pip conserves, mana burns, etc. So, like, I literally can't stop listing positives about this school. There's so much positive. Troll Spell Element's really good. It shuts down. It literally almost invalidates Life and Myth Wizards. Jin's defense is still super strong and can shut down anybody who runs set shields to counter Hydra. Dude, this school has so many positives, it's not even funny, and I feel like Rapbeard and KI should start looking at things to do about this school because, you know, as someone who's playing this school, as much as fun as I had with it, I literally have only lost to, I believe, Ice, Balance, and Life. I have yet to even have a close match against a Firestorm or even a Myth. If I'm looking at this right now, 17-6, my first 2 losses were me playing against higher ranked players, not knowing what I was doing. And then I went on a 14 game win streak, and then lost to another Balance. And then I think I lost to a Life after that. And won like 2 other games, and then lost to an Ice. So I basically learned that, like, as a balance, you should almost never lose to a max Fire or Storm unless you are either getting bolted or getting the absolute worst deck RNG of all time. And I genuinely just feel like this school, if you're playing it with a brain, you literally almost can't lose most of the time. So some Nerf ideas. I feel like Supernova should get their TC. Their TC should be more accessible, like easier to craft over here. But it should always be 60% accuracy, because if a hit's gonna be this high of damage, 405 damage for 2 pips. If it's gonna be that high of damage, it needs to have more risk, and 60% accuracy is just not enough risk, especially when the TC is 75. I feel like they should nerf the TC to 60% and then make the TC easier to craft over here. Make it like 1 or 2 metals instead of you know, whatever. So it'll at least be easier for people who want to use TC to be able to craft it. So, and if you guys didn't know, Supernova is craftable. You just have to have 20 arena tickets, and you have to 20 arena tickets to make the dual citron and some bronze medals, and you can make them. You also can get Sunyans and then make a bunch of get a bunch of Supernovas from it. I do feel like Hydra spell that should be looked at. Again, keep in mind I was only tier 4 Hydra, and I was still getting this much success. I literally wasn't even max Hydra, like I was missing out on... Yo, I just wanted to stop the video real quick to make sure that you are subscribed to the Lost Griff channel. I upload almost every single day, and I try to stay as active as I can on my YouTube. So I'd appreciate if you guys dropped a sub, because only this amount of people are actually subscribed to my channel. So real quick, before this intermission ends, I'd appreciate if you guys go drop a sub real quick. Anyway, back to the video. Pretty much 40 damage on my Hydra, and I was still getting insane, you know, results. I wasn't using Brace, and I was still getting insane results. Clockwork needs what's it called? Reverted. It's way too overpowered. There's literally no place in which I think Balance should control damage over times. It was just, I don't even know where it came from. I think Gaze is fine. I think it's a balanced spell. It's just really good. Burn, I'm not sure if it needs looked at again. It's just really strong. I think they should make the max amount you can pack 5 or 4, because 6 is a little bit too much, and there's some decks where you can run more of them, and I genuinely just think Burn just kind of needs looked at still. Like, it's at the maximum, it's just a little bit too OP, and it's too strong of a stalling tactic at high pips. I think Mach is fine, but I genuinely think it just fits the shoe so well. And I think Judge Nerf will help out a lot of balancing, you know, this school and everything, but I genuinely think there will still be a few things that need to be changed. And I think looking at Burn might be smart. I wouldn't say nerfing it for sure, but looking at it, making sure it works how it should, or at least maybe working on capping them would be a good idea. Nerfing Supernova TC down to 60% or 70% accuracy would be a good idea, and making them more accessible. I think looking at Gearhead and potentially reverting it would be really good, because I don't think Balance should have any business working or being able to control OTs, and it gives way too much power to Ice as well. Being able to literally just control OTs, which just basically invalidates Fire, is just super dumb and not fair in my opinion. And I genuinely think that's honestly all they really need to do. I feel like Balance is in a good spot right now, and either schools need to catch up or Balance needs to get nerfed, because I think Gearhead, Supernova, and Hydra are all a little bit too much. Those 3 spells are a little bit too much. They're kind of OD, I'm not going to lie. I feel like they should look at them and make sure that they're balanced. But overall, I'll be making probably another video about this relating to Storm eventually, because as you guys know, Storm is going to be really strong in this new update, and I'm curious to see how the matchup against Balance and Storm will go. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I just kind of wanted to talk about my experience on balance and why I think it's a little bit too good right now, and why I think the top 3 and why there's like 5 balances on front page. Let me show you what I mean. I'm literally not even kidding. Like Adam Titan, Austin Lifesong is my friend Death Rider, who literally doesn't take the game seriously and just trolls and runs Maycast pets. My friend Asta, who barely even plays the game anymore and mostly plays Valorant. Still, they all take top 3 undisputed and don't even struggle. So, and this guy's a balance warder. This guy wards to balance, so that's why he's number 4. And then this guy just runs a one-shot strategy, and I'm assuming he's kind of mastered his own strat. And then notice all the different balances on the leaderboard. By the way, this guy runs Brandon's deck, so it's like all of the balances up here. And if I really wanted to play, I could easily get past this second page. I could easily come back to number 14, but I'm not going to. The school is just way too easy, man, and I just genuinely don't feel like it's very like satisfying to get, you know, success with. I feel like it's a very non-punishing school to play. So that's just how I feel, man. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.